Hello everyone, I'm Clem and welcome. And I'm so thrilled to be here with Heather Fletcher and to share a few ideas with you, because I know Heather has such a wonderful and inspiring message to share with all of you. It's a message that's really inspired me since I've known Heather over the past 18 months. So without further ado, let's get into it. And Heather, you have this message about the singing heart, and you say to people that your hearts can sing. You even call your website Make Your Heart Sing. What do you mean by that?
Your heart singing, it's just a way of being. It's a light way of being. It's a way of being where we're fully connected with life and with every living thing. It's like being on this highway connecting heaven and earth, a highway of light where anything's possible.
Where anything's possible.
Yep.
That sounds wonderful. Maybe for some people it may also sound too good to be true. We all have lives to live. We've got challenges in our lives. We may be struggling with lack of money or have difficult children, whatever it might be. Are you saying that a singing heart can apply through those times as well?
That's actually where a singing heart is the most important. When you've got a singing heart, it will just carry you through anything. I just can't imagine my life without my heart singing. I used to do life the hard way, and now my life's easy.
So you used to do life the hard way. To be really honest, Heather, I find that hard to believe, because everybody who spends some time around you, what they notice so wonderfully is the joy. You're continually radiating joy, and I've seen that inspire so many people. I've seen people moved by that. I've seen how it helps people to transform their own lives. So are you saying that you weren't always like this? That you had to go through a process to find your singing heart?
Yep, I did. I didn't know who I was to start with, and I certainly wasn't living a joyful life. I was living a life of struggle, and I was living in just some sort of a prison, really. I was just totally crippled by my shyness and my self-consciousness, and yeah, my life just really didn't work. Not really until I was in my late 40s, and I got that my heart has to sing, that my life started to work. Well, mid-40s actually it was. Yeah, but up until that point, I did have great things happen in my life, as we all do. But I did feel that I could do so much more with my life, and I felt like a victim a lot of the time as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you said there you got that your heart had to sing. Was there some process that you went through? Did you have to heal things within yourself? I'm guessing it just didn't happen overnight. Maybe it did. Correct me if I'm wrong. But was there some process that you can now also offer to others, that you can actually go through to find that singing heart?
Yeah, there was definitely a process. I got a meditation that my heart had to sing, and then every day I would get more sort of stuff about my singing heart. But I also got that there was lots of stuff that was holding me back, and so I was fortunate enough to be able to work through a lot of it myself, and I was able to uncover the fears, and I don't know how that happened. I mean, that was just pure grace working in my life, that all these unconscious fears and beliefs that were totally keeping me separate from who I truly am and who I could really be in my life. Yeah, I uncovered these things, and if we don't uncover them, we're just totally running our lives, and we don't even know it most of the time.
As I've listened to you describing this, and other times with other people as well, you've used this term being in the magical flow. And I've also heard you use the word synchronicity as well. So when you're in your singing heart, life flows. Life becomes easier, and I've also heard you say life supports you. So can you give us some example of that? That's a wonderful idea. Can we see how it's actually worked in your life?
I wouldn't even know where to start, because it's just working in my life all the time. the synchronicity is just so amazing that even when things go wrong, there's always the solution's always hot on its heels. And mostly I just look back and I think, wow, that was just another opportunity for me to really appreciate how magical life is. Like, for example, the day I lifted the handbrake off the car and it slid into a post and smashed the headlamp. Well, it's a French car and I knew it was going to be really expensive. And I thought, oh well. In the meantime, it was my birthday and I went down to see my mother, and she never ever gives me a birthday present. Not because she doesn't like me or love me, but because she just never does. And this time there was a $100 note in my birthday card. And I took my car to the garage, and when I went to pick it up, he said, I had a lamp on my shelf. It's been there for a couple of years. He said, would $100 be all right? And so with absolute delight, I pulled out the $100 out of my purse. And I don't know, it was just great to have that free flowing. It came in and it went out, and it all turns up when I need it. And like the time I was staying at my sister's batch, and the door, I pulled open the ranch slider door and it just dropped out. And it was late on a Friday night, it was nearly dark, and it was by the sea, and it was out of season. There was hardly anyone around, and hardly anyone lives there. And I went along the road, and this lady said, oh, I'll find someone to help you. And she phoned a couple of people. The first one was out, and then this chap came round, and he just happened to work for Fisher Aluminium and just put the door straight back just like that. So what were the chances that, you know, somebody who specialises in these doors was just like right there? So yeah.
Yep. Couple of great examples. And I can imagine that, I know for myself, going back into the past when I know I had a lot of struggle in my life and a lot of feeling of heaviness around me, if I'd heard those stories, I would have been tempted to think, oh well, that's just a coincidence, that's just good luck. But one thing that I've noticed as I've learned to allow my heart to sing, as I've observed what's happened in your life, this is actually what happens. Continuously our lives work out like that. Wonderful little surprises happen. Things work out. Life goes smoothly. It's not a coincidence at all. A singing heart actually allows life to support us. I know you've also said that when your heart is not singing, that stops.
Yep.
Things don't go so well. So I think there's the evidence right there. So thank you, Heather. It's just always a delight to hear you talk about this. If anybody wants to find your singing heart and to really find a way to transmute and to transform the challenges and any heaviness that you might feel in your life, Heather is so well equipped to help you with that. She's done it. She's helped me to do it. I've seen her help others do it. She can help you do it as well. So, here's to our singing hearts.
Yes, here's to our singing hearts.
Thank you.